Welcome back everyone to the fourth installment of the 7-part real estate series, a beginner's guide on how to get into the real estate market. There's never been a better time to be alive or more suitable time to get into the real estate market because we are in a buyer's market. There are currently more people selling than there are buyers. Because of the pandemic, there's what we call in the investors' world, there's blood in the streets, meaning that if you've got money right now, which is also very scarce, then you can pick up incredible deals. So if you've missed the previous episodes, today's video is going to be about always be closing. You've now learned in episode 1 about the checklist. What do you need to go to the bank in order to apply for a home loan, for a joint home loan, or if you want to do it by yourself? Then you came across something such as a credit score. This is episode 2. Any person that needs money from the bank needs credibility, so a past track record. And that video informed you how to improve your credit score. Then video number 3 was about property valuation, how to assess whether you are buying something overvalued at fair value or below market value. So today's video is about closing the deal. Always be closing, because in the real estate game, there are, like in my hometown, there are currently 84 properties in the market. There are different types of properties in real estate. There are farming, existing farms, and then there are farmland that's being uncultivated. Then you have plots, industrial plots, industrial buildings, office space, probably furnished office space. Then you have apartments, then you have dwellings, and then you have townhouses. This video, or up until this point, I focused on apartments and townhouses because we are looking at rental property. Today's video will talk about what you need to close the deal. So you will need some cash up front. There's gonna be paperwork, and then there's going to be ongoing home loan charges, and finally just giving you some technical add-ons. So let's get started with today's video. On Property 24, there are calculators on their website that will be able to assist you with calculating and figuring out how much money you're gonna need upfront in order to secure your first property. However, that is for the normal average day customer, the consumer who's just looking at buying a house for his family or her family. But we are in the game of buying properties under market value, looking for a good deal, something 20% below market value or 20% below fair value. So we're looking for a deal, and those deals, they might come at a price, meaning they might be cost to fix them up. So this is where 8 to 10% is needed of the purchase price for possible repairs that you should have ready. Then the most important part is you're gonna need a deposit. 30% deposit might be required from you. That's expected from the bank. That's in the worst case scenario. With a poor credit score, that's not a problem because it's still equity in the property. If you are previously disadvantaged, you might be looking at 20% deposit or less. However, the days of no deposit down, those days are long gone, because the bank want to protect itself, and how it's protecting itself is you need to prove to the bank that you are willing to lose collateral, that you are serious about paying the property down. So you need a deposit to prove to the bank that not just they are taking a risk, but also you are taking a risk. So you are expected to put at least 30 to 20% down. If you are previously disadvantaged, 20 to 15%. Then there's attorney fees and an initiation fee. That's the cash you will need upfront. So let me rephrase. 8 to 10% you will need of the purchase price for possible repairs and possible upgrades like the kitchen. A deposit of 30 to 15% of the purchase price. Then the sales agent, the realtor, is gonna need commission, 7%. There's gonna be attorney fees. So what are the attorney fees for? I have an example of a house costing 1.5 million. So you have a bond registration cost of 22,425. Bank initiation fee of 6,000 rand and 37 rands. That amount is kept. It doesn't go higher than 7,000. The last time I checked. The deeds office levy is going to be 1,098 for a house of 1.5 million. Postage, petties, other application fees of 2,200 rand. Then there's a property transfer cost. So an existing bond getting cancelled and a new one transferred to a new owner is going to cost 48,855. So that total is made up of the property transfer cost, including VAT, of 24,960. The deeds office is going to need a levy of 1,098. You're going to have to pay a transfer duty of 18,750. And lastly, postage, petties, and other application fees of 4,050 rand. Then, like I've mentioned in the checklist, you're gonna need an electrical certificate covering, telling the bank or informing the bank, the financial services provider, that the customer is getting a house in working condition. The second one is a beetle certificate. The roof is upheld by wood, and those wood are vulnerable to insects that can eat on the wood. So a beetle certificate will tell and inform the bank that the wood protecting the roof, keeping the roof stable, is in working condition. Lately, there's talks of a plumbing certificate. I would like to assume that these are more for older houses. If you're buying second-hand, you're probably going to need a plumbing certificate, because older houses might still have asbestos pipes or sewage pipes, or removing water from the kitchen. So whether it's copper, polycoat pipe, you might need a plumbing certificate. That comes from the person selling. They might be expected to give this. If they don't have, then this is where negotiation comes in. The 8 to 10%, where you can say, okay, come down with your price, I will take care of it, or I will pay for it. And then when the bank sends the supervisor to come and inspect the property, then you've paid it out of your pocket, and you know that you are getting a house with plumbing that's in order. You're gonna need a tax clearance certificate from SARS in order to acquire your property. And lastly, with regards to paperwork, administration cost, the second part. The first one was cash upfront, second one paperwork. The last one is you're gonna need a clearance letter from the municipality, because the municipality is one of those institutions that can take possession of your house or your property or your plot if you have outstanding tax and rates and taxes. Your sewage is outstanding, then they have the ability to send the sheriff, the court sheriff, and put your house up for auction in order to cover those rates and taxes. The third part is ongoing home loan charges. So your ongoing home loan charges are property taxes, so your waste, sewage, water and electricity, and then there's taxes for the occupying the land. Every year you're paying annual taxes. You have the option of having it deducted on your rates and taxes monthly or annually. I suggest to do it monthly so that you don't fall behind and then your property gets auctioned by the sheriff. The bank is gonna have ongoing charges, so you're gonna pay a small service administration fee of 69 rand and some odd cents. Home insurance, that's now for earthquakes, fire, unexpected damages, burglar, breaking windows, or your geyser exploding. That will cover your home insurance. Home loan protection assurance, that's now losing your job, becoming disabled, early death, accidental death, then your partner at least is covered. Then occupational agreement. Should you, this is now the fourth bracket, technical stuff. Should the tenant vacate the property, then you need to set up an occupational agreement. Should they not vacate the property upon the date of sale, once the property has been now transferred to the deeds office and it's moved from one owner to the next to you, and they are still going to occupy your property, then it means that you are losing out on potential income and you should claim that money. So an occupational agreement should be a contract, occupational contract should be arranged between you and the seller. They will be occupying your house, so your attorney can hand that occupational contract over to the seller. Some other technical expenses that you might need: if there is no Wi-Fi connection, this is a valuable value add-on for your tenants. Wi-Fi connection. So if there is nothing in existence, you might have a once-off installation cost or fiber cost. You might need some cable television, and you might have once-off installation cost for surveillance and maybe an electrical gate and security campaign in case you have some problem. On that note, if you haven't liked or subscribed, please do like and subscribe. It means a lot to me. It helps my channel to grow. I do this out of the bottom of my heart. Currently there's just over 8,300 followers. I need 10,000, then I will get monetized, because currently I'm not getting paid. I'm doing this because I'm in the real estate business myself, and I'm doing this to upskill my knowledge, and in the process I'm sharing my knowledge with you so we can grow together. We're a team. And if you have any questions or valuable input, feedback, please leave a like, a comment. A comment will help me to show that you are listening, and that if you have problems or questions, you can ask them in the comment section. Have a good day. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching, and please click that like button. Thank you.